Hey, good lovers, it's Katrina, the Good Love Project, and today is day 3 of my 30 days of medibation. So, again, that's medibation, that's meditation plus masturbation, a solo sacred sexuality practice. And so, I'm making time to go into this practice once a day for 30 days and sharing my experience, my observations here on Facebook Live and also on YouTube and other social media. So here we go, day 3. So today it was hard. I'm gonna be honest. I had some emotions come up before I could really go into my session because I was just feeling really frustrated. It's hard. It's hard to make time for yourself and to make this. Hi, Renee. Hi. Thanks for joining me. It's hard, like, as, I want to say it's hard as a mom to make time for yourself, but I think most anyone has that struggle of really prioritizing their self-care, our spiritual practice, our pleasure practice, if you make pleasure into a practice, which if you haven't really thought about, I have a great blog post about that. I'll link it in the comments, or if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description box below. Making pleasure a practice, treating it like almost like a yoga practice. Today was a really, really busy day. I didn't have the house to myself, so, there was also a lot of noise. I kicked my husband and his friend out of the house because I could hear them in the other room just yammering away, and so I was having difficulty, like, settling in. Practicing in my meditation space today, as you can see. Got Ganesh behind me and my Oshun shrine. So I kicked them out, but I could still hear their voices kind of like bzz, 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 through the wall, which was interesting. So since I was having so much difficulty releasing the distraction, I decided to just put on some nice music. So I didn't have a guided or a mantra meditation today. I put on some music. It's from Gabrielle Roth, her 5 Rhythms album. So I'll put the link for that in case you're curious about what I was listening to. I was listening to the flowing track, which is really earthy and nice. And I started by just kind of lying on my back in a supine Baddha Konasana. So that's feet together, knees open, on my back. So with my heart and my yoni pointing to the ceiling, and as you can see, I'll show you the ceiling in my meditation space has this beautiful rose and like red and gold rose lace fabric on it. So I'm laying on my back and holding my heart in my vulva, and breathing and trying to get into the space and trying to get into my body and trying to close out the noise. And then I remembered Yantra. So a lot of you have probably heard the word mantra before. We know that it's a word or a phrase or a sound that you repeat to yourself in meditation, and it's a way of finding concentration, finding focus, dharana, which is Sanskrit for single focus concentration. And so one of the ways to attain dharana, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, to find that level of concentration is through mantra, which is the repetition of a word or a sound. There's also yantra, which translates to instrument or machine, and that's a visual vehicle for concentration. So a yantra can be Another word that we might know a little better in the West would be sigil. It's kind of similar to a sigil, like a magical seal, a symbol, something that we look at that represents something. So a deity, a particular quality that we want to bring into our lives. And so you know, visually focus on it and find your path to concentration there. So with all of the ruckus around me, all the noise and the buzzing, I decided to focus on one of the roses above me. Actually shifted my body a little bit so that my chakras were all in line with a row of the embroidered roses. And I picked one and just focused on it. And then as I really focused in on this rose in my mind, as I began to breathe, I also found a mantra: I am the rose. I am the rose. I am open. I am blooming. I am soft and powerful. Ah, thank you, Savan. Am I glowing? Thanks. It's probably just the good lighting in this room, or maybe not. Maybe it's the Medibation. So a little bit of both. So I was able to really, really sink in, and then suddenly the buzzing. This was really awesome. The buzzing noise of the voices outside the room kind of turned almost into the sound of bees. And so then I had this image in my mind, this feeling of being a rose surrounded by these bees. And bees are actually helpful to roses. They help pollinate and they enjoy our nectar. And so then the sound of these bees, the sound of this buzzing almost became a part of the physical sensation that I had begun with myself. Massaging my yoni, massaging my vulva. And so then the vibration of the sound became almost like these gentle tongues, just bathing me and bathing my petals, and it all became just a part of the practice. And so I rode that energy for a while, and I was able to really sink in deep into my dharana, my concentration. And I'll go more into this a little bit in other videos, but I just want to touch on it a little bit. The idea with dharana, with concentration, is the next step to that is dhyana, so then the seer and the object of concentration, whatever it is, whether it's a sound, something visual, a thought, a deity, a sensation, if you're doing meditation, the consciousness of the act melts away. And so then it is just a beingness of you, the seer, and your object of concentration. And then the further step after that is when you actually become one with said object, and that is samadhi. And that's the beautiful goal. And it's still not an end goal. It's just another checkpoint, because there really is no end goal to any of this. It's all journey, and it's all luscious, and it's all beautiful. So I'll go more into dhyana and samadhi in other videos in this series, and also probably separately as I begin to start putting out more content for my How to Make Love Like a Yogini workshop series. You'll be seeing more pieces of that as I start talking about the 8 limbs of yoga and how you can apply it to your sex life and your love life. So that you got a little bit of it today as I got to do this Yantra meditation with the roses, with my embroidered roses. And I love my meditation space, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of good work in here. So I think that's all the sharing I have today. I came in feeling really kind of jittery and just tired and distracted and overwhelmed by all the things I have to get done today, and feeling kind of that I don't have time to be good to myself sort of feeling. but I'm stepping out. It's definitely, yeah, I'm feeling a glow. I guess if people are seeing it, I'm feeling it. It's feeling a glow, but mostly feeling refreshed, feeling calm, and feeling content. Yes, I have a lot of things to do today. Yes, it's going to be busy, and it might be a bit of a stressful day, but I can be okay in it. I can carry this vibration with me, and I can be the rose, and I can be open to all of it. So there's my day 3 share. And again, thanks for joining me here on Facebook Live, or if you're watching this later on YouTube or on my Tumblr. So I appreciate you. Like I said, I'll share the music that I was listening to if you're interested in that. I'll post a little bit more about Yantra and how to get into visual focused meditation. And I'll post that URL to the blog post I wrote about pleasure as a practice, because I think it's a great place to start if you're wanting to start getting into mindful sexuality or sacred sexuality. Even if you're not, really into the like sacred part of it, maybe that's not a thing for you, but you're just wanting to go deeper into pleasure and into intimacy with yourself or with your partners. There's some great information in there. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for saying hi. Please do comment and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you have questions. I want this to be interactive. And as always, keep on good loving.